Thank you for joining us for another episode of What We Wish Our Parents Knew. Francisca, what is the issue for today?
I don't know what to do with my life yet. I haven't told my parents because I'm scared they won't understand because they're investing so much money on me.
How old are you?
In my early 20s?
Do you know what you want to do with your life?
No, but when I was much younger though, I wanted to do 3 things. So one was to be a newscaster and the other is to be a soldier.
So what?
Soldier.
Wow.
And then the other was to be a lawyer. But then my mother helped to profile me. So she's like, you know what? The media is the place for you. Because you wouldn't make a fantastic lawyer, but then the media is there for you. So how did she profile me? My character traits. Okay, so she had to look at it. Some of the skills I have and then my character.
Please, let's give it up for your mother. Fantastic. She profiled you, looked at your strengths, looked at your weaknesses, and was able to guide you. Parents, this is what parenting is all about. It's not about saying you must study law, you must study engineering, you must study accounting. If you're looking for someone to take over your business, put in place proper succession plan. It doesn't have to be your child, especially if they're not skilled in that area. Jobs now are gaming, YouTubing, and all those things. So what I hear this child say, especially because he says my parents have invested so much, is I get a feeling that he probably knows what he wants to do, but he's scared that he will disappoint his parents with his choice. They've invested so much money because they believe he's going to be a doctor or an accountant. Meanwhile, he's thinking that he just might want to be a chef, and he cannot go and tell his parents. What should we do as parents? How can we help our children? Because we keep talking about mental health issues and all that. Sometimes, I hate to break it to us, we're the ones who put them under too much pressure. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? How do you want to do it? I remember watching a video by some guy, unfortunately I can't really remember his name now, and he said the right question we should be asking our children is, what problem do you want to solve? What is it that gets you infuriated that you want to do something about it? What is it that pumps you up that you want to do something about, that you wouldn't mind doing it without earning any money from it? Those are the questions we should be asking. Because you see, we have seen too many situations of people who go and study medicine and end up baking cake, or people who go and study engineering and end up in as public speakers, compares, MCs, and all that. As long as your child, education is the foundation that we must give our children. When we give them education, then we look at where their strengths are. We can guide them along those lines. I like what Francisca said at the beginning, that her mother profiled her. I consistently say this: know your child is one of the greatest favors you can do yourself and that child, because then you're able to understand. I'm not saying know what you want your child to be. I'm not saying what you desire, who you desire. Part of the problem again is that we try to live our lives through our children. So you wanted to study law. Somehow, you did not study it. You now start putting your child under pressure. You must study law. It does not work like that now. Many people don't really know what they want to be. I remember asking my son once, and he said he wants to be rich and happy. I told him that many roads can lead you to rich and happiness. But at the end of the day, let's look at what is being hyped. Very recently, there was this audition for Big Brother, and there were thousands of youth there. Looking for what? At the end of the day, what they are looking for is money. At the end of the day. But the difference between the younger generation and some of us older ones is that they're not ready to compromise their happiness to get that money. So they want to be rich and happy. So if fulfillment, and the truth of the matter is, actually, it comes the other way. They want to be happy and rich. So for them, fulfillment is more important. I'd rather be fulfilled cooking. I'd rather be fulfilled mixing cocktails. I'd rather be fulfilled creating games. talking to people, spreading skills on YouTube. And guess what? Many of them are making mega bucks from those things. My take on this is, as long as your child does not want to do something illegal, as long as your child has not said, look, I don't want to go to school again, I beg, small. Don't put too much pressure on the child. And then you now start dealing with other issues. I know a story of a young boy who was a trophy child to his parents. And he was constantly coming first, academics, first class, and all that. And he felt the pressure was a bit too much on him. And guess what? He started abusing substance. He had to go into rehab. Now his case is being managed simply because he didn't want to disappoint the parents. So when you ask your child, what do you want to do? In fact, that's a heavy question to ask. What do you want to do with your life? It's deep, very, very deep. That life is still long. Anything can happen. Take it one step at a time. Get the education. What areas? Don't push your child to science when the child is better in arts. What subjects is the child better in? Guide them. When you get to the next stage, okay, you need to go to university. What course do you think you want to do? Have the conversation. Parents, have the conversation, but also keep emphasizing the values. You see, when you are not there, the only thing that will help your child make a choice between right and wrong are the values that you've instilled in them. Our values are the compass that guide us, which is why we keep saying, keep reinforcing values as you parent your children in this age. Till we come your way next week with another episode, please don't stop. Conversation. Talk, reinforce values. Thank you.